We are good to go.
Yeah.
Kjetil motherfucking Melkevik.
Yeah.
Welcome to the studio, bro.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you here. And you have a difficult choice for me.
Yes,
What do we got?
I got 2 beers. I got a kind of a regular one and juicy IPA.
Yeah, what do you want?
No, I brought this for you. This is
Give me the. You know what? Oh, I'm torn, man. I'll take the regular beer.
The regular
I'll
beer.
take the regular beer.
Yeah. I like this one quite a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do we do the
Let's fucking do it, bro. Oh,
That's pretty good.
that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's a good sound.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude. So you're visiting from Stavanger.
Yeah.
Why are you visiting?
I performed at Salt Nieu last night.
Oh, double show.
Double show, yeah.
Beautiful.
So I got my flight was a bit late, so I got to the Salt at 9:30 when the show started.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah. So the MC just she got on, put me on. I did my set and straight to you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So what time does the show start at Salt? Is it the club, at a Klubkveld?
Yeah. Langhuset at the stage there. It is at 7:30.
It's at 7:30.
Yeah.
Oh, at what time did you get there?
7:30.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So I was just
So you're right on time.
Yeah.
And you were the first in the lineup?
Yep.
How long is it?
The set or the show?
The set.
The set just about 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then you get over to... Were you performing at New or were you hosting?
No, I performed. I'm hosting tonight.
That's right. Espen hosted last night.
No, sure.
I should. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Espen was performing.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, nice. That's a good double set to do.
it is.
Yeah, the Salt Nieu combo.
Yeah.
Nice. I think I'm doing Salt in 2 or 3 weeks, or sometime in November.
Yeah.
How was the crowd?
It was good. Both venues had about 80, 90 people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good turnout.
It is. And the crowd was awesome.
Yeah.
And tonight also, I think it's sold out.
Perfect.
So,
Dude, it's
great.
always, it's always packed at New.
Yeah.
Every Friday and Saturday night, it's like jam-packed.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. But, if you're like a comedian just hanging out, like you're right at the back, like
Yeah.
squished. There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
more chairs left.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
and
cool.
the door opens inwards. So, yeah. So it's,
Everybody's just
yeah.
like, okay, fuck it.
Yeah.
But that's good. Did you do the same set?
No, I had some different bits, but mostly. Yeah, because when I'm in Oslo, most of the time I just do the set that I'm used to, so I'm not really working. I'm just working to do the set.
Yep.
Because I want to do my best here.
So it's your best 15?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So.
And well received?
Yes, Yes, I just want to be humble. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can be as humble or as braggadocious as you want.
Yeah, it went pretty well.
You murdered. Did the people laugh?
They did.
Did they have a good time?
Yes, they did.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Nice. But at both of those venues, when it's a hot night, like it's fucking
good.
sizzling.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, it was a good lineup at Nya.
Yeah, it was Sjur, Espen, and Mert.
Yep.
And Daniel Rove. Yeah.
Yeah. Was Nora there as well?
No, tonight.
Oh, that's tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll swing by and check that out. I haven't seen her since we were at Prøverøra.
Yeah, I haven't. Same.
Yeah. Nice. So that's a good lineup too.
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. But they do book good lineups there.
Really good lineups.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of good shows, man. A lot of good concepts. Dude, we're doing a new concept.
Yep.
Experimental.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me what you think of this.
Mm-hmm.
It's what are we calling it? Comedy Smackdown.
Comedy Smackdown. Wow.
Yeah. Comedy Smackdown. So this is the concept. It's a tournament-based comedy competition where we have 8 comedians, and at the end, 1 winner, and the winner gets all the money from the door.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So, and we're doing it like tournament style brackets.
Yeah.
So, 2 comedians go up. You do your best 5 minutes. Another comedian does his best 5 minutes. The audience votes.
Yep.
Who goes on? Who goes home?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's good.
Fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because, I love doing stand-up per minute, and I love watching it, and I love Kill Tony.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun, but it's hard because you just got 1 minute.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
How do you introduce yourself? How do you get in there?
It's real tough. It's a real art just
Yeah.
doing comedy like that quickly. But for 5 minutes, 5 minutes, you can kind of like, it's not super long, but it's a bit longer so you can get to know the comedian, you can get to see what they have. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. So.
But then with the 1 minute, I never done that. I remember when people started at Comedy Box before I worked there. The newcomers got like 3 minutes. And I was like, that's more difficult. Like well, yeah. So and when you do 1 minute, I never done that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
How do you open?
You just got to open strong. One liner. Set up punch. Set up punch. But it's a real art form.
Yeah.
But I think at least with 5 minutes, and I wanted to do a show where the comedian who does the best gets all the money.
Yeah, but if you're setting this up, you're doing a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Yeah, but just 15% for yourself, and then 85 to the winner, or just 100.
100.
Okay,
100 to the winner. I don't want anything.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind. I'm not doing it like every week or anything.
Yep.
It's just maybe a few times a year.
Yep.
So we just got contacted by this venue, and they said, "Hey, we want a comedy concept." And we go, "We could do regular stand up." They go, "Yeah, that's cool. Anything else?" And like, "How about this?" They go, "Let's try it."
Yeah.
So we're just giving it a shot. It's all experimental. So
Yeah.
maybe it goes well. Maybe it's a disaster. But I just think it's kind of like fun to try new ways of doing the art, you know?
Totally agree. I think all of the concepts would... it's so 50-50 if this works or not. Yeah, you don't know.
No, you don't know.
But Comedy Smackdown, I love the sound of that.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah.
And as a UFC fan and a wrestling fan, you get the comedy, you get the SmackDown part.
I just see the logo, just the power, the star. Yeah.
Imagine the lineups as well. You could get like Sivert against Joachim Scott.
Yeah.
You know?
In the red corner.
Introducing.
Yeah, gotta have the mic from the with the cord
Yeah,
from up top.
right? Just do it like that. Ding, ding, ding. And you, SmackDown champion.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you're working at Comedy Box?
Yeah.
So you're, what are you doing there? You're booking?
I'm booking,
performing?
like I am the CEO.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And is the Comedy Box a venue in Stavanger?
No, it's at Folken.
Okay.
Well, we have several venues. Well, in Stavanger, we usually do Folken.
Yep.
So then we have the uncut nights. That's kind of the low trash. What do we call it? Like a try new material night, open mic night.
Yeah, cool.
And that's got was a capacity about 80.
Yeah.
And we got the main room, which has a capacity about 250. That's where we do the club nights.
Cool.
And that's in Stavanger, and we also do Bryne and Sandnes, and trying to...
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So the Comedy Box is like an organization that organizes comedy across different venues.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It's just like any other club, really. If you take, for instance, RDK, they have Josefine and Dattera, but it's just it's a club that has a venue.
Yeah, nice. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so how many shows did you say is in total going through Comedy Box then?
It's about 80 a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So that's, 1.5 a week or something, whatever it ends up being.
And we do the festival as well that we just had.
Ah,
yeah. So we had the festival this year, and last time was 2018 because of the pandemic, and in 2019 it was just didn't work out. But but that was a really fun. And then we used the whole just at Folken, and we had 4 shows a night. So 12 shows for 3 nights.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and how did the festival go?
It went really well, yeah.
Yeah.
And we got really good comics. So yeah, it was a success.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who I saw you had was Dag Sørås was there.
Dag Sørås was there. Hans Morten Hansen.
Yeah.
Steinar Sagen should have been there, but he couldn't make it. And just Kevin Kildahl, Hans Magnus Gard, Jan Tore Kristoffersen, Karsten Bomvik, myself. It was just Raymond Faldal.
Karsten's from Stavanger, isn't he?
He's from Stavanger, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you guys know each other from...
He works at Comedy Box as well.
Does he?
Yeah, because we're 3 people running it. Like I am the CEO, and Karsten Bomvik, and a girl named Marte Kinderborg.
Is she a comedian as well?
She used to. It was last time she performed, I think it was 2018 maybe. But yeah, she's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's still interested in organizing comedy or being a part of it.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, cool. And so that's your business? That's what you do for money?
Yeah.
Nice. And how's that going?
It's going well. I kind of... because I do stand up full time now. So in between running Comedy Box, doing corporate gigs, and just putting up my own nights, just because I host a lot of nights myself.
Yeah.
So the 3 kind of sources of income kind of,
Okay. Is it first of all, congratulations for being a full-time comedian.
Yeah, thank you.
That's what so many people, including me, really, really, really dream of.
Yeah.
And so now through all of these different comedy related jobs,
Yeah.
especially where a lot of it's performance,
Yep.
you're making a salary that you can live on.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
But have to tell everybody as well, because it's not like I'm still a struggling comedian.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the year, you know, the main thing is if I can pay my rent, if I can have a lot of fun, and but you know, I still have a long way to kind of make a decent living. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say like, can you afford to buy a Tesla?
No.
Can you afford to take the bus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then.
But you know what I mean? So I consider myself a struggling comedian, but still a full-time comedian.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I kind of think that there is something romantic about the struggling comedian. Or the struggling artist.
But it's It's just if I get past this point, I don't want to go back.
No.
So it's romantic when you're there. It's kind of the story if you have to like live in your car for a month.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is gonna be in my book someday.
Yeah. But now it sucks. And once I get a house, I'm never going back to my fucking car. Yeah. No, it's like that, man. Whenever like we did like kind of rough gigs, especially when we were on the tour, we did a couple of venues which were rough.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh yeah, remember this.
Yeah,
We're gonna think about this when we're selling out Spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
But right now, okay, let's just pitch the tent in the middle of the forest.
Yeah. And you also have that how do you know if you're in the good old times? Like that's what you're talking about. Like, okay, we're gonna remember this. This is the good old times. Yeah.
Exactly. When it's shit, it's the good old times. It's the good old times. It was shit. Yeah. So I don't know. There is something about like as a hip hop fan.
Yep.
Which I love hip hop.
Yep.
There's so many artists which when they were like still in the hood, still struggling, you're like, that is the shit that I want.
Yep.
And then at a certain stage. Let's have a look at like Dr. Dre, for example.
Yeah.
When Dr. Dre released The Chronic, it's like, okay, fuck, I feel it. You know, this is pretty good. Or NWA. But then like some of the latest stuff, you know, like that new Chronic album that he released in like fucking 2014 or something. I think he just sold Beats by Dre to Apple. And a part of the deal was we need The Chronic too. And it was dog shit.
I didn't listen to it.
No, nobody listened to it. Because what the fuck do you expect from a rapper once he just made $1 billion selling headphones?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What rapper do you want? That rapper or the guy who's getting pulled over by the police?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also the difficult thing about Norwegian rap. I love rap as well, but I don't listen too much about Norwegian rap. But I can't believe they don't struggle enough to make it really good, do they? Yeah.
No, it's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen to too much Norwegian rap, man. But to be honest, I don't listen to too much new rap at all. You just keep talking. I'm just going to check something on that camera.
Okay, yep. This is...
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. Good chat. Way to work the room, bro.
Yeah. But there's nobody here.
No, I just wanted to make sure that the camera was still rolling. Oh, shit. Okay, listen, that's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah. And how many times a week are you performing?
Well, I also do about 80 shows a year, basically. Well, I think I'm crossing 100 this year.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shows, and we're traveling all over the country. And in April, I went to London. And
nice.
Next week, I'm going to was it called Gran Canaria in English?
Yeah.
Gran Canaria, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
the Canary Islands.
Canary Islands.
Yeah, but they're very grand as well in English.
Yeah. Canary Islands, of course. Yeah. So,
what are you doing there?
It's going to be a Norwegian stand-up for Norwegians at a Norwegian pub.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's so random.
So me, Raymond Faldalen, and Mohammed Bassever.
Yes.
So then we're doing the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of November. And then
cool.
Home on the 6th.
And is that like through that pub or something that you guys like, let's just take a holiday and go down and get paid?
It's through the pub, so it's 2 pubs. It's one venue, it's the 2nd and the 4th, and the other venue is the 3rd and the 5th. So
nice.
Yeah, but it's still fairly close by, it's not a hassle to go from one place to the other.
And is the Canary Islands, there several islands?
Yeah.
And which island are you going to?
I don't know if... No. I think Gran Canaria is the big one in the Canary Islands.
Oh, that's the name of the island.
I think so.
Is that where Tenerife is?
No.
No.
But I'm pretty sure.
My geography of the
Same.
islands is fun. I've been there once or twice.
I've always thought my geography skills, knowledge was pretty good, but now
Yeah.
you're just on the first one. I don't know.
Yeah, holy shit. And how long did it take you? How long have you been doing comedy for?
I started in April 2015.
Okay.
So in April 2023 it would be so it's 7.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how long have you been, say, full-time comedy, where you don't have to do anything else?
It's about just before the pandemic.
Gotcha.
But-
So
but-
2019 then?
Yeah, end of 2019.
Yeah,
But-
okay.
But in the pandemic, we got, we still set up shows. We had shows planned out into the pandemic, so we got the support from.
How did that work? Was
yeah.
it like 50% of all the sales you got, or did you just get like a lump sum of money to survive?
No. We reported what the sales were for the shows that got cancelled.
Yeah.
And then we got reimbursed for that.
All of it?
No, not all of it. It was because at the when you filled out the form, you fill out what you would have made, and you have to kind of give receipts for that.
Yeah.
And then they calculate. So you get about I think at one point it was 75%. It's changed.
Yeah.
But in the beginning they gave out, because I think even the government thought maybe not 2 weeks, what a lot of people said, but this is gonna last, I don't know, 3 months.
Yeah.
So they kind of threw money at us in the
Yeah.
beginning, and then it was like, no, this is lasting for a really long time. We can't do this.
No.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that even still in the pandemic, I kind of managed to, yeah.
You didn't have to go back to working as a
Yeah.
fucking waiter or a nurse
No,
or whatever.
no, but I do work as a substitute teacher.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
You
can.
look like you'd be a good teacher. Yeah.
Because I work at the it's called PVS.
Okay.
Pedagogisk Vikarsentral, which is kind of a recruitment thing for teachers.
Yeah.
Uh,
What subject do you teach?
No, it's just for in elementary school. So it's
It's just elementary school.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I would love to see you
Yeah.
turn up to Vidragana as the substitute teacher,
Yeah.
and they're like, "We're gonna try to break him," and just some kids try to roast you, and then you just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you fucked with the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I'm the substitute. Burn, roast. You sit down. One liner.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I
Just
should-
crush him.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Dude, that would have been fucking legendary.
But what I remember, I haven't done this in 1.5 years now. But that's very lucrative for comedians, because it's they have a calendar in their system, and I just if I put a red note on the calendar, I'm not free. Put a green one, I'm free. So I'm just reading out all the days that I'm doing stand up.
Yeah.
So you really could work to do the both jobs.
Okay. So is that your personal calendar?
No,
Or it's their
It's
calendar?
for I log in on their system.
And how much do you get on a green day being a substitute
No,
teacher?
it's about like $350 an hour.
Oh, yeah,
350
okay.
an hour.
Yeah.
So sometimes the school calls and the English teacher or the math teacher is sick, so it's maybe just 2 hours.
Yeah.
But usually it's a full day.
The maths teacher's hungover.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Because there's so much sickness in with the teachers.
course.
Yeah, and not just hungover. I think the teachers just I've been now. This is like my 90th day in a row with
Yeah.
these kids.
I don't want to teach these assholes
Yeah.
Pythagoras' theorem anymore. Oh, they're elementary school, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. They can learn the multiplication tables.
Yeah, but I remember one time, because I was at this school where there was a rule that the kids, they weren't allowed to dab. Do you know the dab?
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to do it because they all did it all the time. So
Yeah.
we just, all right, this is not allowed
No
anymore.
dabbing.
And I had to teach the kids. Do you know the order of operation when you multiply first, divide, and then adding and subtract and.
Oh, yeah. Is it Domas or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just wrote a lot of different math
Yeah.
on the blackboard and said, if you can make it, you can dab.
Yeah.
And the kids were so engaged. They were like, I know this, and they got it, and they dabbed.
That's a good. That's a good reward system.
It is, but the thing is, when the next teacher came in after me, the old kids went, we were allowed to dab. We dabbed all the time. I just ran off.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Thanks, snitches.
Yeah.
You should just dabbed and I'm out.
But I was just
Dude, but did you know that percentages are reversible?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
I just learned this.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, percentages are reversible. I was
Yeah.
trying to explain that to my kid because she's like 12 or 13 or you
Yeah.
know, whatever she was. And she's like, showing me this stuff. I'm like, but just reverse it.
Yeah.
She goes, what do you mean reverse it? I go, percentages are reversible. Instead
Yeah.
of doing 30 times, just swap it around. It's easier.
Just 8% of 25 is 25% of 8.
Exactly.
And that is much easier.
So much
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
Yeah, shit. So did you teach like, it was just, how old were these kids?
No, it depends. It's everything from 1st to 7th grade.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it just depends who's the teacher is sick, and I'm not really a teacher per se. I don't kind of set out the curriculum.
You should have just teach them comedy.
Yeah, yeah, I should
Okay,
have.
guys.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, I teach you a real skill. We're gonna fuck all this history garbage.
Yeah.
You guys are learning set up punch.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I do the course as well. I do stand-up course.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I remember I saw that.
Yeah.
I was gonna go if I could.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Wow,
wanted
yeah.
to just to hang out and go to somewhere else. And
Yeah.
my view on like learning is that you should never stop learning.
Yeah.
And if somebody's gonna teach something like, and you get to go, just go.
Yeah.
Ask them whatever you can. Just like, tell me everything.
Yeah.
What can I ask you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how? Because I knew you had a course. Maybe it was in like September or something. Or?
Yeah, we had them in the fall and the spring time.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, sure.
I'd love to.
No, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it anymore now because it was meant as a recruitment tool.
Yeah.
But now in Comedy Box, we're just filling up to kind of we shouldn't be much more.
Dude, you sounded like a CIA operative then. It's a recruitment tool for the Comedy Box. We're gonna get new agents of hilarity.
Yeah. So
So you were recruiting comedians,
of course, yeah,
to the comedy army.
yeah.
Okay, but now there's a lot.
Well, not too much, but I think it's better for everybody to kind of now we have our army.
Yeah.
Let's utilize them instead of just.
We've got our SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
Special Forces, Black Op comedy.
But it's kind. It's at some point, it's kind of how it kind of works. You need to kind of build up a good foundation there.
Yeah, but you know, like what I understood when I did the course at RDK was that people were there that weren't just interested in doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
They were maybe you've experienced this as well.
Yeah.
They want to be better presenters. They want to be better, I don't know, storytellers,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it
Just
is.
one guy, he had to do a speech.
Yep.
Like that was the whole purpose of taking the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you taught him.
Yeah. Well.
What are you teaching them?
No. I'm just teaching them. It's kind of just advice, what do's and don'ts, and just giving them examples of way of how to tell a story.
Yep.
And then I just pretty much show them a lot of examples through maybe clips from Bill Burr or Chris Rock, or just kind of to give them an example.
Yeah.
And then we go through it, and
Yeah.
then they try it out, and so it's just giving them kind of, so it lasts for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the theoretical part, and the practical part is them doing it.
How long do they get on stage?
The 5 minutes each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Man, I've done a few comedy workshops and I got 2 hours with them. And then I had like maybe 15, 20, 25 people or whatever. And I could choose 10
Yeah.
to go on stage and do 2 minutes. And I figured out in 2 hours, I can't really teach anybody shit.
Yeah.
All I can try to do is give people the confidence to believe in what they think is funny and a little bit of structure when it came to things, and then like maybe the rule of 3.
Yeah. I shoot. I have that as well.
You
then.
know, the
Yeah,
rule
yeah.
of like, there you go,
Yeah.
and like maybe some congruence, and
Yeah.
always everything's a surprise. Like
Yeah.
if the audience see it coming, then there's no laughter there.
Yeah.
So misdirection a little bit.
Misdirection. All of that. Yeah.
But the biggest thing that I heard from, you know, the people that did these courses was that like they had always thought about doing it, and like they just never had the courage, and like you gave me the push that I needed, and
Yep.
and that's how it was for me as well, actually. You know, when I went and did the course at IDK, it was just like, oh, cool. You know, I
Yep.
got like the green light from myself to do something.
Yeah.
So that was, I think, like the most important thing.
Yeah.
Actually, just the giving people the confidence and the opportunity.
Sure.
Yeah. So that was kind of dope.
Yeah. So, but I never took the course myself. I just started, but because I wanted to do it since I was like a kid,
Yeah.
since I was like 9.
Yeah.
And I did it when I was 27. So
Yeah.
quite a bit of weight there.
Man, I got, you know, like I mentioned, I have this kid now who's 13.
Mm.
And I keep trying to ask her, like, what do you want to do? Like, because if you figure it out now, if you wanted to, if let's say you were my kid,
Yeah.
and you were 9 or 12 or 13, and you
Yeah.
said, I want to do stand-up comedy, I'd be like, okay, that's what you want to do? That's your dream?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to be, like, you can outsource your courage and like thoughts and frustrations to me, and as your dad, I will like protect you from all of the fears that you have and give you the encouragement and support to keep you going, so that by the time you're 18, you already like hopefully have like performed at like school parties and do some confirmations, and then you burst onto the scene at 18 with already 5 years experience practicing.
Yeah, but that's a very new age of you. My parents would never. Not that they were not supportive, but I didn't do it until I was 27, and then they were supportive. Then they would have been supportive. I don't want to throw them under the bus, but no, they wouldn't say, "Oh yeah, pursue a career in comedy." That sounds like a good plan.
No,
they wouldn't.
And I'm only saying it as a comedian. Do you know what I mean? If my daughter said I wanted to be like a TikToker, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Go to school, bitch. Yeah, okay. But now, because I do so many things that have a high potential for failure, I make videos and films and photos and comedy and like even jiu-jitsu. It's very difficult. And it's not traditional pathways. So for me, if like, my kid said that I wanted to do this, then I would definitely support that. But I would probably support them in anything.
Sure, I would as well. But I think that also it's a whole new environment now with the new ways of making money so it's just it takes a generation.
It does. And like it's your parents and mine and would never had any idea how much money Logan Paul could make from YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Or like what? There's an Instagrammer. Like what?
Yeah.
What how are you making money now?
Yeah.
So it seems like it's pretty decentralized now.
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, you can really make a lot of money like through this artistic pursuit.
Yeah.
Not everybody can though.
Of course, it's
that's
just
the thing. It's talent based.
And it's contact based and
And contact based.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. People sometimes forget that.
Yeah. Especially also in stand up.
Yeah.
Contact is.
Important. And I think like a lot of contact isn't just about like how good you are at messaging people and like letting them know that you want spots or anything, but it's also just by being in the game for a while, and you just end up performing with people and you see them a couple times. No, I remember you from a year ago too. Now we've been doing this for 8 years together. Yeah. Oh yeah, cool. We're friends. I'm doing a spot. You want a spot?
Yeah.
So.
I remember one thing, Bill Burr, I saw a clip of him once. He got an award for something. I don't know what award it was, but he was on the red carpet, and the journalist asked him, "Oh, how do you feel about winning this award?" And he said, "I've been in this business for so long. If you're here long enough, you'll get this award. Because you just obviously you have to be good as he is, but eventually it's a marathon, and if you keep running, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's time in the game. Yeah, and it's the amount of reps that you do. Like
of course.
Like I got a friend and I think she was on the podcast actually. I think she told me that she'd done like 15 spots in like 5 years.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, and she admits it herself that it's not a lot. And like you've been in the game for 5 years, but you could like if you compared 15 spots in 5 years to 400 spots in 5 years.
Yeah,
then that's like an accelerated learning curve.
Of course, yeah. And when I started so late at 27, that's why I'm so eager. Like that was my initial motivation was, all right, I want to do this for so long. Now I'm doing it. All right, I have to do as much as possible to catch up with everybody else who started when they were younger than me.
Yeah. You got to have that philosophy.
Yeah.
But it is also like really easy to do things that you love very often.
Yeah.
If you get past the anxiety phase or the nervous phase and the failing phase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how you deal with failure, or if you bomb, but I'm assuming that you just brush it off and keep going. And
well, more so now because I feel kind of safe. Like I know I can do this.
Yep.
So if I do try new material and it doesn't work, it's like it's not me. I just have to work. Well, it is me, but I have to work on my material and I'll be back. And it's not that I can't do it anymore. Yeah. So I kind of I'm secure in that way.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, when I first did it, when I debuted, I didn't do that well. I think 5 out of 10 or 4 out of 10, and I got some laughs, but it wasn't that well. But I kind of knew that if I do this 20 more times, like, whatever the amount, if I just do this, I will make it.
Yeah, of course. It's like anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what sometimes it takes a while to understand as a comedian. Like, it's not you, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
And it is you, but you in 20 more times and 100 more in 10 more years,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
going to look back and not laugh at that
Yeah.
joke either.
Yeah,
Exactly. You're going to cringe when you find your notebook. You're going to be like, oh my, I can't believe I was that bad.
I cringe now when I look at my
Yeah, me too. Me too. I have on my notes app in my phone, I have comedy premises. And then I just scroll down and I go, what the fuck was I thinking? Some of that shit's from like 2 years ago. Yeah. But I feel like you have to have a lot of wacky premises.
Of course.
You know, you got to just like, okay. And I like, whenever I think of a premise, I'll just put it in that list.
Yep.
And then like, sometimes I'll put fucking like 5 or 6 of them, you know, in an hour. This, that.
Yeah.
And then you forget about them. And then you go back and then you're like, oh yeah, maybe 1 out of those 6 could work.
Sure.
Let's see what we can do with that.
Yeah.
But the idea of collecting premises to me is very, very, very important.
Yeah.
I think so. And if I can collect a premise and then build off it, like if I have a little bit of time, a lot of times if you and me, let's say we're just talking, you talk about milkshakes and like, oh, fucking milkshakes. Yeah, there's something there. I don't have time to figure it out. But if I do, and then I expand it there, I can write the whole joke in like, you know, maybe a 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, I've got it. That's the joke.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can build off that over the next 6 months.
It's kind of solving like a Rubik's Cube. It's like solving a riddle. Like, I got it. Yeah. And then you kind of just falls into place.
Yeah, dude, it's like a reversible percentage. Like sometimes it is because sometimes you can start off with the premise and sometimes you can start off with the punchline.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can try to work back from that.
Yeah.
Like I could try to say something funny and then like that could be a killer punchline.
Yeah.
Like I did that with a joke about Elon Musk and the punchline was, why do you think he wants to go to Mars so bad? 2 words, alien pussy.
Yeah.
And then I just like, saying alien pussy is funny. And then I just got to build some shit in front of that to get to that. And if you listen to freestyle rappers and if you watch interviews with freestyle rappers, they have the second line in their head. They know if I'm going to like, if the second line is going to be something like table, I'm going to get to table.
Yep.
I have a certain amount of time now to find something that rhymes with table.
Yep.
So whatever that happens to be, cable and then hit it up with table.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of different ways to do it.
Definitely. And that's why like I feel stand up, it's so individual. There's no one everybody's on their own. And it's not just in performing, but just how they work. Some people write 10 jokes a day and throw out all of them, and the next day they maybe pick they pick one out that they will use, and you know they just write jokes all the time. I don't do that.
No.
I just my best jokes. It's just jokes that it's just kind of come to me in a situation. I'm at a party or I see something and I was like, whoa, that's funny, and
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And that's why it's so difficult also with doing the course, because like I say in the course, like this is just advice, this is just a way of you can do it, but this is not the doctrine. This is not how you have to do it.
No.
Yeah.
There's many ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody has a personal way of doing everybody's creativity isn't the same.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and what you do for a source of inspiration is very different to what somebody else might do.
Yeah.
And like how the idea antenna tunes into ideas or generates them, like that's something that I think you just have to live that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could say to people to try to. I mean, the only thing that I try to do is try to put myself in weird situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's one thing I'm doing. I'm like, am I creating a premise here?
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes I'll get into like arguments with people about shit that like I'll say some stupid shit, you know, at like a fucking coffee bar or like, you know, nothing rude or anything, but just something like to create a little bit of awkwardness and to see let's see what happens.
Let's see where this goes. Yeah. My brother, he bought a table from Skeidar, and it was kind of had a rip in it or something wrong with it. And he said, man, I got to go back and complain about this and get a new one. And he just because he didn't want to drive alone, hey, want to come along? And all right, I want to see this exchange. I want to see this fight. Maybe there's something there. Instantly, I think that's the comedian's mind. You're just always looking for what can we...
Some novelty. What's going to happen? Yeah. Man, the other day I was driving and I was at a red light and my son, who's 5, was in the back seat of the car. And then we both looked out the window, and then there was a baby, like a 6-month-old baby in a stroller.
Yeah.
And the baby, like the dad was like on the phone or something, not paying attention. And then the baby just tipped out slowly out of the stroller and just landed on its head. It didn't fall, but it was just like hanging upside down with like on its head. Yeah. And then the dad didn't see it for ages.
Whoa,
and then he looked out and then he totally freaked out. There was just this baby upside down on its head. And then my son, ever since he saw that, he goes, Dad, do you remember when the baby fell on its head? I go, yeah, man, I remember that. So just even noticing these random things.
Exactly, and that's if you can get an image that really sticks in somebody's head, because when you just told me that now, I instantly got an image out of it, and yeah, that can be a good joke.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else that my girlfriend she experienced, or her friend experienced, or whatever. She was walking her baby with a pram, and she was on a phone, and then this lady came up and said, "Du har en dårlig mor, fordi du er på mobilen med babyen din."
Okay.
And then she walked off, ignored her, and then she turned around. She goes, "Oh, du er tjukk." Like, what? Yeah. What kind of mental patient is like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you commenting on me on my phone? Okay, I'll give you that. But then you just say, and you're fat?
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Who are you, psycho?
Yeah, she has bigger problems.
She's got some issues. Yeah. But like just encountering situations like that, or other people who encounter situations like that, and then they tell you, you're like, oh yeah, I can see the humor in that.
Yeah, but it's also dangerous for us because if I'm at a party and somebody asks, "Hey, what are you doing?" "I'll do stand up," and it's, "Oh, I have this great joke," and they do tell a joke, and it is great. And I was like, "Whoa, is that your joke?" I would ask them. He says, "Yeah, it's my joke. Can I use that?" Or if something, or if it's a story, not necessarily a joke, but if it's just something that happened to them, whoa, that is such a hilarious situation. Can I use that?
Yeah.
And they will say, "That's fine," and you realize, no, that's an old joke.
Yeah.
That is some joke from the last century or something. Like, and it's so because why would this guy at a party have this good joke?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I've experienced that once.
Gotcha.
I took the joke, and somebody else said, that's not your joke."
Yeah.
And I said, "No, I know, it's a friend of mine's." No, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's a few traps like that.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably safer just to stick with things that you experience then.
Exactly, yeah.
And then I know.
Yeah.
But even sometimes you could experience something, and then it could still be similar to an old joke.
Of course.
Like, that happens a lot too.
Yeah. And also parallel thinking is real.
Right? Like how many people did fucking jokes about the Freya? You know, the walrus.
Sure,
you know, I think there was like 3 comedians in one night, including me, that all did Freya jokes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, of course, that's like the #1 news story in the world at the moment. Yeah.
And such a Norwegian news story as well, because there's nothing happening here. So if there's a walrus on a boat, that is,
You know what's fucked up about that? About the walrus is that the walrus traveled through like 10 countries. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm just going to go to Norway.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
No. It started in England and went like through Germany and France and Denmark, and it's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
And then it gets to Norway and they're like, nah, we love animals, but we're going to kill this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so stupid because, we were so friendly. We love nature. Bam!
Because it was ruining some rich guy's boat.
Right?
Yeah.
He just makes a call. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to need this walrus taken care of.
I don't know who has the head of the Freya on his or her wall.
That guy does. That rich guy does.
Yeah.
Every time he takes a shit. It's just in his toilet. Just, I got you, bitch.
Yeah.
But the fucked up thing about Freya was like all of the people made the Splice account to donate money.
Oh, yeah,
it was like right. To build that fucking statue.
Yeah.
It's like, if you could have just got there in time and put the money towards transporting Freya somewhere else.
But I think there's a lot of in building that statue as well, because I love animals and I'm not for shooting it. I don't know what, because there was some officials that said it is dangerous and people weren't respecting the what would you call it? Because if you get close to it, you could get killed.
Yeah.
So
don't get fucking close to it.
Exactly.
How about that?
But you can't trust people.
No, but then those people deserve to fucking get killed by a walrus.
Yeah.
If you're stupid enough to take a selfie with a walrus, you gotta follow suffer the consequences.
Yeah. But
I don't know. Maybe that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
No. I'm thinking as well that
somebody had to die.
Personal responsibility.
Yeah, somebody had to die. Why did it have to be the walrus?
Yeah. No, I can see you're joking, but I'm kind of going like, hey, if you go towards the walrus, don't do that.
No, don't do that. Yeah. And it's not like, oh, we've never heard of this walrus. It's the most popular news story in the country. If you see the walrus, stay the fuck away from the walrus.
Yes.
And I get that people are really dumb. And I guess that in nature they think that animals are these big teddy bears.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not.
No.
So I can see the argument for removing the animal, but through killing it, through like just shooting it in the fucking head. No, come on, put some effort. I know it's summer. I know vi er på sommerferie, but just get some guy with a net, tranquilize it, throw it in the back of the boat. Drive it for like 4 hours, dump it off. Like, how hard is that?
No,
you and me could have done it.
Yeah. I couldn't carry it, but I know what you mean.
I mean, we just throw something around it in the water and drag it. Get the canoes out.
But the whole statue thing as well. I don't think anybody thought that would be realistic. Where would you have the statue? It's like, because we have statues for really important things. And this was not really important thing. Maybe that day when he got shot, but who's remembering this? Is this going to go down in history? People from the next generation who's going to, this walrus. Well, what did it do? No, it just relaxed on somebody's boat and we shot it. That's the heroism.
It was a famous walrus. Disney are going to make a cartoon out of it.
It's going to be in the next Frozen.
Going to have a black actress playing the walrus, but with red hair.
That's good.
I think they found out I haven't been following the news I don't read like all the news too often, but I did see something about they found the location of where they're going to put the statue. They've decided, or at least they've narrowed it down. So they're like, this is our monument. This is where we're gonna do. It's walrus worship. But I have a bull. I have a bulldog. I have an English bulldog.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it very aggressive or?
No. English bulldogs. They're the fucking friendliest, funniest. They're the comedians of the dog family. Yeah, they're not aggressive. They're like probably the furthest away from a wolf you can get. Have you know what I'm talking about? An English bulldog?
No. I'm thinking about pit bull or
Oh,
something.
yeah. No. You want me to show you a picture of an English bulldog?
I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. They're kind of like fat. And like they have like the shitty breathing. Yeah. So, but I've been living with him for 9 months or 8 months now, whatever it is, and you do develop this like really close connection with that animal. And just by living together, spending so much time together, it kind of makes you understand animals as a whole. You know what I mean? Like they are fucking different. Like they are beasts, and like this is a domesticated animal. So any other kind of animal that's like in the wild, like just live the fuck alone. Shut the fuck up.
But when I like animals, also they are much more capable and intelligent than I've kind of given them credit for. Even just as insects, just the way they communicate, and so it's so much more to them that I previously I was very shallow about it. Yeah, it's just I
mean, insects are. I mean, they do a lot of intelligent shit, right?
Yeah, they do.
With the ant colonies communicating with the cuddle leaves, and they make those columns, and you've walked past ants and you see them smack heads. They always headbutt. There's like a million. How many fucking headbutts are you gonna do? But apparently they're exchanging information. They're just saying, this is take that leaf there. So where I'm taking this leaf, take it up there. Take it to the queen.
And they do like termites. They make they in their what would you call it? The mound. They have kind of an air conditioning system there.
Really?
Yeah, because cold air sinks and hot air rises,
yeah.
right? So they have this circular air conditioning thing. So and there was a mall. There is a mall in Portuguese.
I thought you were gonna say there's a mall in their nest.
No.
They are sophisticated.
No. But there's a mall in Portuguese that does the same thing, and that they learned of the termites.
Really? Yeah. So they circulate the air in the mall.
Yeah. So it's cut by, there's some electricity, but it's cut by like 90%. Yeah. So I saw this thing about biomimicking, where they mimic just animal life.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting how they can do that.
What else are they biomimicking?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's there was the famous one, the pioneering example was in Japan, they have a lot of trains.
Yeah.
And when a train gets out of a tunnel, it makes a lot of noise if it's not pointy enough.
Yeah.
And they have a law in Japan that says if the decibel level rises above this much in an urban area, you can't have it. So the engineer's like, okay, either we can't have the train or we have to do something smart. And the engineer, he was a fisherman.
Yeah.
A bird watcher. I mean, bird watcher. And there's a bird that's called the kingfisher that goes down into the. It's formed the train as its beak.
Yeah, so it's real pointy beak.
Yeah.
Huh. Shit.
And there's a lot of other things as well. How the wings of an owl doesn't make any sounds.
Yeah.
And they kind of make stuff out of with the same design. It's just nature.
Well, I know that they're doing a lot of research into life extension.
Yeah.
By looking at like lobsters.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because they don't die.
They don't die of old age.
Yeah.
Like they'll grow and grow and grow
Yeah.
until something just ends up killing them.
Yeah.
And you see these like photos of like lobsters that like we think this one's 140 years old.
Yeah.
And they're fucking big, man.
Yeah, and sharks, they don't get cancer.
Sharks don't get cancer.
Yeah. Like why?
Why would they get cancer?
No. But
like, are they smoking, bro? Come on, too much sugar.
No. But cancer is pretty.
Is cancer big in the fish world?
Well, in the animal kingdom, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In the water kingdom?
I'm not sure about that. I just read that sharks don't do it, but maybe none of them. Maybe none.
I
of them
thought
do.
you were a marine cancer specialist. When you came on, you knew we were going to talk about fish cancer, bro. Shit. Okay, so sharks don't get cancer.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe somebody should look this up, but yeah. I've heard this, but I thought that was also some researchers like what is it? What kind of I don't know hormone or whatever? What do they have that we would take use of to kind of prevent?
Yeah, okay.
But I'm now on a limb. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
We're on a limb about everything. Well, I normally have a laptop here, but it's Saturday, so we're Googling shit.
You're going to have like the Jamie character.
Yeah, pull it up! Shark cancer, Jamie! Pull it up!
Is that true?
Find out if that's true, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, life extension by biomimicking animal biology. It seems like that's the future. And combining that with CRISPR and all the gene editing.
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Yep.
What would you imagine if you lived to be 1,000 years old? How good you would be at comedy? How
Yeah.
tight your 15-minute sets would be?
Yeah.
Woo!
But I've heard this.
So just bring that microphone a bit closer.
Yeah.
There you go.
The people born today or the people 5 years today are expected to live about, easily like 300.
No.
Yeah.
300?
250. Yeah. Why not? Because they can if you get the there will be no lines for organs. They can just 3D print organs.
Yeah.
And also with the stem cells.
Yeah.
Just the Alzheimer's or diabetics or heart disease and all that can just. Obviously, I'm making it sound much simpler than it might be, but
so that's the projected age, life expectancy of people born today.
That's what they're saying, because when they get it's like, okay, so we invented the airplane in 1903. We went to the moon in 1969, right?
Oh, did we, bro?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, but it moves so fast, and now it just moves at the acceleration of people born today, like in 2100, a guy born today, 80 years old, the year is 2100, yeah.
That's reversible, by the way.
Yeah. and so imagine like the medical advancement.
It must be insane.
Yeah.
It must be insane. And I think you see like every week in the news, there's some new story about discovering something.
Yeah.
Or like some new revolutionary treatment for MS.
Yeah.
I think, and all this shit with the sauna. You know what I mean? With like people spending time in the sauna, reducing the amounts of cancer and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So if you're figuring out ways, like say with like these heat shock proteins and then combining that with animal biomimicking and shit like that, you probably just got to switch around a few things. Like you can treat the body like it's a program.
Yeah.
And just recode it.
But as we're talking about this now, do you remember when they cloned Dolly, the sheep?
Yeah.
I'm trying to write a joke about this, because when they figured that out in 1998, did they really just go, let's not do that anymore ever? Or are you thinking like, well, what?
Every sheep is Dolly now.
No, but they have this amazing technology, and like it's so weird that they just threw that out.
Yeah.
So I wonder how they're using that, or
they didn't throw that out.
Of course not.
You know it.
Yeah, this is insane. Yeah.
They have a clone of fucking Joe Biden just waiting to go.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, I've got some more beers in the fridge.
Yeah.
Do you mind grabbing me? I think there's a polar bear in there. A polar bear. Oh. This show brought to you by a polar bear. Polar bear. Thanks, man.
Do you like that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I'm pretty good with this. How's that going?
Yeah, it's good.
You got any other talents?
Oh, other talents? Not in terms of performing. I can't sing. I can't do magic. I can't I do better improv if I'm emceeing, and when it is improv, because when it's improv, I kind of feel like I'm more relaxed when I'm emceeing. There's a lot of improvisation.
Oh yeah.
But if you put it in structure in a game, like you have to say this or you have to
So like actually doing real improv.
yeah. I feel like that's a muscle I would like to train. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you do improv then?
No, I should. That's what I mean.
I gotta wait for you to train that muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just not that comfortable with. I feel like it is a different game. It's
Yeah, it's a much different game.
yeah. I don't feel relaxed doing it. I just feel like this is something that I should be working on. So I'm just haven't gotten around to do it. And
Yeah, I go back and forth with the whole improv thing because I love doing it for its own sake, and I think it does lend to a lot of potential small little ways to improve your comedy.
Yeah.
Let's say like object work. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we're gonna open the bit. You know, like you can like get a lot more comfortable doing object work and pretending things are there and being more theatrical through improv. But then a part of me says, nah, just do more comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, God, what am I gonna do here?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, it's like that with jiu-jitsu as well. It's like, I know I'd probably be better at jiu-jitsu if I did more yoga.
Yeah.
Or I could just do more jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So I don't know, you know, it comes to a point where you're just like, I like doing the comedy.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are at comedy.
But I got to tell you as well, just to this is the digression. But
Yeah,
I used to live in Australia.
Did you?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Well, I studied. But 2 years in Perth.
2 years in Perth.
Yeah.
Did you have fun there?
Yeah.
It's a good country, right?
Yeah, it is, and we had 2 weeks on the East Coast as well, and then we went to Sydney and Melbourne, and we went up to Cairns. And
Okay, so you did like an East Coast holiday.
yeah,
Yeah, nice.
Gold Coast, surfed there.
How old were you then?
I was 22.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Young, sexy.
Yeah.
Fucking just turned up from Norway.
It was great.
Shit, what were you studying?
Film and production, film and TV production.
Ah, that's what I work with.
Yeah.
Shit. And did you like? Is it a good school there? Like, why the fuck did you go to Australia?
I went to I did my first year of my bachelor in Oslo, and then there was an exchange program for 2 years.
What school did you go to in Oslo?
Bjørknes.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you tar op fag? Is that where you?
No.
No.
It's
It's a proper.
no, because there are two ones. There's Bjørknes Høgskole, which I went to, and there's Bjørknes Privatskole. I think that's where you.
That's where you relive your past failures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
So at the høyskolen there, I did my first year.
Yeah.
And then I signed up for the exchange for the remaining 2 years of my bachelor.
Were you single when you went to Australia?
Yes.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
I can imagine, like going to Australia as an exchange student from Norway.
Yeah.
Very interested in meeting women and hanging out with the guys. And I know that, like, much to my regret, when I was living in Sydney, whenever we'd fucking go out, man, and there'd be like some Swedish assholes at the bar, some fucking Danish, Norwegian guys, and we'd be working these chicks, and they'd just meet these Scandinavian guys. We're like, fuck, man. These assholes again? They didn't even live here.
No.
I went to school with your brother. Yeah. So it's like that.
But I got a girlfriend there for 2 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So that was.
And you guys, I guess,
no, not together. Yeah.
No. She cheated on you?
Yeah, no. It's just
she
that.
fucked 10 other guys.
No. But we had this long distance when I came back.
That's a terrible idea.
It didn't work, obviously.
Oh no, really?
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, of course it's not gonna work.
But she did come to Norway, but then she started talking about how she wanted to maybe move here and get a job here, and I was thinking no, because then it's so serious. No, you can't.
Especially when you're 24 or whatever you were.
I had to break it off.
Yeah. Was it tough breaking it off with her, or did you just do it quick, like a band-aid, or?
I'm horrible at breaking up.
Yeah.
So I can't do it.
Well,
I've done it.
You
but
did
it. But it's just not. It's not a good scene.
Did you do it face to face?
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
But
respectable.
I can't.
Not by SMS.
No, I can't.
Send her a meme.
Yeah. but I can't not do it face to face as an adult. But
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I used to. Everybody did this. We just sent in an assassin who just you'll do it.
Yeah.
And people love to do it. All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, right.
break
You're
somebody's heart,
You're the
yeah.
love assassin.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you see that person coming, you're like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you see American movies and the lawyer comes to the door,
Yeah.
you've been served.
Yeah.
As long as you don't meet them, you're still in a
It is,
relationship.
yeah.
Shit, dude. But like high school relationships and like when you're a kid in a relationship,
Yeah.
like they're so funny, man. You're
Yeah.
like, I guess we're going steady now? Yeah. Shit. Can we hold hands? Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay, weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, man? Yeah.
And if you go, you know, if I remember, like when I was 10,
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not really. I didn't even hang out with her.
No.
It was just at school, and
No.
I didn't.
No. I guess it's like a very loose term
Yeah.
at that age. It's very like you just say that you had
Just
it.
exploring. Just yeah.
Yeah, I remember like when I was in kindergarten, like we were
Yeah.
like talking about shit like that as well. And so you didn't even know what the fuck you were saying. Like really young, and like my friend goes, "I've got 3 girlfriends." I'm
Yeah.
like, really weird.
I remember I had friends who 2 friends. They had each a girlfriend, and
Yeah.
they swithed. And,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
and the girls were fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's switch.
Yeah, cool.
There's no.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
matter.
No. Yeah.
We don't even know what it means.
no.
Yeah, dude, I have a digression for you. Did you see that NASA project where they pushed the asteroid out
Yeah.
of the way?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also because they didn't have to do that because the asteroid wasn't going towards Earth.
It's
right?
just a test.
Yeah, but I think it was much more than a test. I think it's a demonstration of look at what we can do, like
Yeah.
the precision, because it's so difficult to do that.
Yeah.
And I think maybe NASA is the only one who can do it.
Yeah.
So
So
I think that was a huge demo. That was a big dick move. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just
Yeah.
letting like China and Russia know
Yeah.
we can just push it so it hits your country.
Well, yeah.
We can just find one that's not
Yeah.
even heading to Earth
Yeah.
and just aim it at Moscow.
Yeah.
So how about you get the fuck out of
Yeah.
Ukraine because we're gonna fuck you up with a space rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you think so?
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. I didn't think that.
Yep.
But I didn't think of every possibility.
Hmm.
I thought it was just like it's probably inevitable that we're going to get hit by some kind of asteroid or meteorite.
Yep.
And you know that Don't Look Up movie and you know,
Yeah.
that dropped like last year and maybe somebody watched it and was like,
Yep.
should we figure out how to do this?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that there is a way to protect us from a meteorite. Otherwise, we're going to end up like the fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There's
But-
probably a flex too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Isn't
Sure.
everything?
Yeah. But I saw this scary thing about I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson who's talked about this.
Yeah.
Is that there are people working every day to scan or look for asteroids, but they're looking at dark object on a dark background. So it's so difficult. How they detect them if they cross path with if there's a star in the background.
Yeah.
But it's so difficult, he says, and I take his word for it. So it's just and when we do see them, the likelihood of them it being really close. So it's just a terrifying thing.
Okay, so you can't see them until it's too late, maybe, or at
Well,
least like.
it's-
But what does too close mean in
Yeah,
space terms?
that's true. Yeah.
Like, can you see it and then you have a year to figure it out, or it's like, fuck, it's coming tomorrow?
No, obviously not tomorrow, but
Is it coming in 5 minutes?
yeah, but sometimes they report like there's an asteroid passing the Earth.
Yeah.
Really close by.
Yeah.
And maybe obviously the headlines are. Maybe they wait until when it's dramatic enough for it to be a real headline.
Yeah, but even close in those terms is
Yeah.
maybe like 10,000 kilometers or something.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's close.
But yeah. But anyway, it was just terrifying the way he said that. It's really difficult to spot one.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a light source out there.
No.
I mean, yeah, because you have to probably, man, you'd really. I don't even know, man. I'm so fascinated by like how people can figure shit like that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how can they track trajectories of objects flying?
Yeah.
It's like how they even manage to intercept that thing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's traveling at this speed and
And the
it's
speeds,
this far and the angle
Yeah.
is like this, and I guess it's
and the speeds are so fast.
Yeah.
It's just just the satellites as well. Like the amount of space trash and garbage up there,
Yeah.
just broken satellites, are traveling at just a paint chip.
Yeah.
It's yeah. If that hits the satellite is ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dude, isn't our Earth like traveling really fast as well?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how fast it's traveling?
No, I've read this once.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
Google it.
Google that
I'll Google it.
because the whole solar system, because in the Milky Way,
Yeah.
if you take like one go around the spiral, if that's like 1 year, the Earth is 20 years. We've gone 20 times around the Milky Way
Oh, really?
in 4.5 billion years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's but that just says how huge the Milky Way is.
Yeah, it's fucking massive.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, what do you guess it is?
It's insane. No, I can't. I would just
Give me a number. Give me a number.
How
And
many?
this is the question
how
I
many
asked.
thousand?
This is the question I asked just to help you.
Yeah.
How fast the Earth is moving through space?
It's 20,000 kilometers an hour. I don't know.
No.
No. Exactly.
It's 67,000 miles per hour.
66. Yeah.
67,000 miles.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess that's like 100,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
Here it says we're moving 30 kilometers per second.
Yeah, 30 kilometers
Shut
per
the
second.
fuck
Yeah, it's just
up.
insane.
Shut the fuck
Exactly,
up.
and it's so fast, and that's also with the asteroid. That's why it's so difficult to kind of intercept that and make a move on it and hit it and just in the right way.
Yeah.
So it's the precision is so impressive that
Yeah.
it's kind of a military thing there.
Yeah.
And same with going to the moon as well, because when they went to the moon, they did collect some moon rocks, but there was no scientific objective at all to it.
No.
It was just to show the Russians that we have the capacity, we have the rockets, we have the precision, and if we do put a nuke on this one, we can hit you with a real good precision.
Yeah.
So it's they have to kind of demonstrate.
What do you
that.
mean if we put a nuke on this one? On
Yeah,
the
yeah.
moon? Like a
No, not on the moon, but like in that time when the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, see what we can do with the moon.
Yeah.
Imagine what we can do with
Sure.
St. Petersburg.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And with the precision, because especially in that time,
Yeah.
they didn't really have that capability. That's why the Russians had the rockets at Cuba, because
Yeah.
they couldn't fly them from Russia.
Yeah, it was so close to America.
Yeah, but the Americans flew a rocket up to the moon.
Yeah.
So they just showed that, all right, we have this capability.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of a
Yeah.
lot of
Dick measuring contest.
yeah.
America always has the biggest dick.
yeah.
Right? The Russian dick is like, okay, we shot a fucking dog into the atmosphere.
yeah.
I was like, okay, we're going to put these assholes on
Yeah.
the moon. They're going to play golf on the moon. Enjoy that
Yeah,
dog,
yeah.
the cosmonaut.
Yeah.
Shit. But you think we went to the moon?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I first saw all the conspiracy videos about it, and I was kind of bit by those a bit. But I was a kid, but because I think we definitely did, and the best kind of evidence for that is that Russia was in on that. They needed 12 countries to verify it with the signals and everything.
Yeah.
And Russia was one of them. And why would they would just blow the cover of it if it
Yeah.
yeah.
They have nothing to gain by supporting that story.
But
there's a lot of weird shit about it.
it is
That's a tricky part.
But I think a lot of the evidence is cooked. No, not evidence, but I think a lot of the arguments for them not being there is it's made by those who don't want you to believe it. So you know,
Yeah.
when they have like the shadows doesn't align. Like, I don't know if the picture you're showing me is the official picture. I see you're showing me a picture, but did you make this?
Yeah.
Like, did you kind of?
But that's what's weird is about the original footage doesn't exist anymore. That's
yeah,
weird.
that-
What the greatest accomplishment
Yeah.
of humanity, and you taped over it.
Yeah.
Like all the telemetric data, all the video files,
Yeah.
all the raw photos, none of it still exists.
Yeah,
Huh.
they have the Constitution, they have the Magna Carta, they have everything like that. They have.
But you don't have the fucking. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
NASA data.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
And
there's just enough of those things, and you go, huh.
Yeah.
And there's a few of them.
And it's also the president at the time, Richard Nixon,
Yeah.
the most corrupt guy ever.
Yeah.
That he would lie is a big.
Of course he's lying.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard this joke. It's such a good joke. Some guy in America, I wish I remembered his name, and he says, "You don't believe in any conspiracy theories? No, nothing. Nothing. I mean, it's crazy to believe in all conspiracy theories, but it's just as crazy to believe in no conspiracy theories because the government are in charge of all of the people. All of the people.
Yep.
You think they don't lie? I have one son. I lie to that motherfucker all the time. And then like the it's a funny joke, but the truth behind it, like the logic, of course, governments lie to people to control them.
I can give you 10 conspiracy theories now that has been proven.
Yeah.
Like take the NSA, the what would you call it? When they listen into your phones. Yeah. For example,
that's the Snowden shit.
Yeah. And they literally said in 2006, I think, they said that we're not doing it.
Yeah.
And then they came out and said, yeah, well, we're doing it. Okay, so that's the one.
Yeah.
Right?
And they didn't admit it freely.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
It all got leaked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the Panama Papers, obviously, is one.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get the regime shift in Iran with the CIA. So because if you said before that
you mean when the
Shah
Islamic regime took over from Iran in like the 70s?
Yeah.
That was a CIA.
No, this was in the 50s. The Shah.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, there's so many things that have come out now.
Yeah.
And not the Cuban Missile Crisis, but the Pixar invasion.
Yeah.
The Kennedy got into Cuba.
Yeah.
Because all this stuff, because when things leaks out and we confirm that something shady was happening, a lot of people goes and all right, you see, we always figure it out. But do you really think that they haven't pulled off one? Did you really think that?
Yeah.
So of course, conspiracy theories. It's not. There's nothing. It's just a word because when you say the theory of evolution, it's not just a theory. Do you know what I mean? It's not just some guy's opinion. A theory is obviously a scientific. So it's the same thing with conspiracy theory. The word theory. It's just that. It's just been misused.
Yeah, it has, because usually a lot of conspiracy theories go against the mainstream narrative. And the mainstream narrative is usually put in place by people who have power. They're at the top of the power structure, and they want to stay that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like usually there's a lot of influence or a lot of money or a lot involved, and they want to keep it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's pretty interesting, like how I don't feel like you need to lie to people, though, to always control them. Maybe you do. I'm not in control of anybody.
Yeah.
So, but it just seems like if you have to lie to people to maintain your power, you shouldn't be in power.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But also take the corona.
Just go even closer.
Yeah.
Or move the mic back.
Like this.
Yeah, if you want to sit back there, just so like I always have it so I can just kiss it.
Yeah.
Better.
But just take the corona pandemic. Obviously, I'm not saying that was a conspiracy, but
Scamdemic, you mean? Yeah. How dare you call it it's a scamdemic.
Yeah, no, but if it was from a lab, or if it was from the bat.
Yeah.
Because the Chinese apparently knew something when they welded shut people's doors. They knew something was up that none of us knew.
Yeah.
So and they knew about it so early. Yeah. So somebody knows if it was a bat or a lab thing.
Yeah.
But why isn't that out? Why isn't it? And even the World Health Organization said that the Chinese were not cooperative. They did not. They waited like 6 months or something when to give out information,
and there was a couple of doctors and journalists who ended up dying of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
It's like, well, did they?
So it's very naive to think that there's nothing going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, man. I mean, I talk about this shit all the time, but like the corona thing, dude, there's a lot of weird shit going on there, man. And I think a lot of people took opportunity of that to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like I posted this thing on my Instagram story actually a couple of weeks ago, or it was about the European inquiry into Pfizer's negotiations with the European Union.
Yeah.
And first of all, the CEO of Pfizer was supposed to turn up. He didn't even turn up. He had some bullshit excuse. And then he sent this, the spokesperson, and they asked her, they said, did you do, before you sold the vaccine, did you do any testing to see whether the vaccine prevented transmission?
Yeah.
And she said no.
Yeah, yeah.
She said no. We had to move at the speed of science. We couldn't test.
Yeah.
We couldn't test it because we had to move so fast. Like,
Yep.
bitch, the speed of science is how long it takes to scientifically fucking prove whether something works or not.
Yeah.
You can't call it a vaccine and not test whether it prevents you from getting the fucking virus.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yep.
And, and they sold altogether, I think it was around 13 billion doses of the vaccine for 19 euros per dose.
Yeah. It's insane.
Ka-ching.
Yeah.
Ka-ching. Times that by 10 and you've got the number in kronas.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I know. And the same thing when they asked somebody from Pfizer, I don't know if it was the head guy or something, but they asked, should people get the third dose? And the pause he had before he said, yes. It's just no. It just didn't seem like he was just that
he was
confident.
Just calculating all the money. He's just
because the people, it is taxpayer money obviously because we got it for free, but not really. Somebody got that cash.
Yeah, exactly. It's not free, man.
No.
Like the money didn't just. I mean, maybe in America they just printed it.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, it's taxpayer money, dude.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. How many? Did you take the vaccine?
I took the 2 vaccines, yeah.
Did you have the Pfizer or the something else?
I got the Pfizer, but that was also weird how when you got there, it was like you got a menu. You want the Pfizer, you want the Seneca, whatever it was called, and you want the...
What do you want, my friends?
exactly.
I have Pfizer, Moderna.
Exactly, but it's such like a drug dealer thing. Like, hey, what do you want, man? It's like, how much money are you counting back there?
Yeah, they're counting all of the money. They're counting all of it.
Yeah, and I'll see you back next week. Well, not next week.
I'll see you again in 3 months. You want to go traveling?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to go to England? You need this.
I remember I went to this football game. Viking was playing, and then you needed the Corona card, which you get when you get the 2 vaccines.
Yeah.
I didn't get the vaccine because of that. I got the vaccine because, I believe the science to a certain point. Well, I do believe science, obviously, but I think the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
In Australia, they just released a new vaccine. I think it's Moderna or Pfizer. It's one of them, and it's it's dose 4 and 5 adjusted for the Omicron variant that everybody's already got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, really? I actually got COVID 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got it again for the second time.
Second time, yeah. I never got it.
No.
But I think I must have, because I think about 30% are asymptomatic.
Yeah.
So I can't believe I didn't get it, but I got sick a couple of times, tested me, but just didn't...
No. Yeah, that's good. I'm not sure how reliable those tests are either. Like, I was traveling with one dude who I definitely got sick from.
Yeah.
And he tested negative and I tested positive.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like...
So, what do you mean?
Like, you put the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we just did it ourselves.
Yep.
And I so he just put it in there for like 5 seconds and I'm negative. And I did it and I'm positive.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, I definitely tested positive for COVID for a second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But what's the kind of... what do you have to do now then? Because it's so mild now. Well, I don't know. What did you experience the second time?
Dude, I was a little bit sick. I was like knocked out really for one day. And then I was just kind of coughing and low energy for, 3 more days after that or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But I remember in the beginning, I saw this scientist say that the coronavirus, it evolves 95% each day, which would say that it's so different. So in December 2019, when it first broke out, that's why the Chinese welded shut the doors, because it was really it was very dangerous.
Yeah.
And in Italy and other places in Switzerland, even dying 1,000 people each day.
Yeah.
But now it becomes so mild that, like you say, just one day, couple coughs. But
it's so mild that you don't even have to stay home anymore. There's no restrictions.
No restrictions.
Do you have any symptoms? We recommend you stay home.
Yeah.
Otherwise, See it work, motherfucker.
But I remember a couple of friends I had that got it in March.
Yeah.
And they were sick for about 2 weeks, and it was just horrible. It was just that was the alpha version, I think, the first one, and
gotcha.
yeah.
So it mutated and got milder.
Yeah,
because from alpha to delta to omicron, like everybody got omicron, and it was like whatever.
But a funny thing there in the Latin alphabet, because the next one after omicron was supposed to be Xi, XI.
Yeah.
But that's the name of the Chinese president, and they literally didn't make that the name.
No.
So that's weird how it just
yeah. So that was going to be after Omicron
or something.
before?
It was going to be somewhere in that line of order.
Yeah.
And that just now we can't call it Xi. And also the one was NU with new, but they couldn't call it that because when you said it on the radio, maybe it was the new variant. Communication mix up.
Dude, is that the Latin alphabet or the Greek?
I thought it was Latin, but maybe it's Greek.
Maybe
it's Greek,
right?
I think it's Greek. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Greek they have all those weird you know like the American college movies like Kappa Delta Phi.
It is Greek, and also the Greeks. I think that's because it's medical.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Greek terminology in the medical word.
Yeah, and okay, in the medical, because I know that like for plants and animals, that's Latin.
Yeah,
like you have little botanical names, Latin names for. Okay, but the Greeks have medical.
Well, like the Hippocratic Oath. That's the oath that the doctors take. Yeah, that's Greek, and a lot of the Greeks were good at good for the time.
Yeah,
in medicine. Yeah, I just think that reason that's why they use the Greek alphabet.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Dude, isn't it crazy that you had this civilization that was like so strong and powerful, and now it's just like financially bankrupt, and it's all like chaos in Athens and everything. It's like that, man, with ancient Greece, Egypt, Rome, and
also the Islamic Golden Age.
Yeah.
For about 500 years, they advanced in everything. Like with the Scandinavians, we were Vikings. We slaughtered people, raped and stole and pillaged, and did all these very, very, not intellectual things. But the Islamic world, they advanced in medicine and in chemistry and biology. No, not biology, but in architecture and a lot of.
And was that like, say, in where would that be? Like in Iraq,
Mesopotamia, and the area, because the countries we see now, the borders there were drawn in like 1920s.
Yeah,
it's so new.
Yeah,
and that's why the people there, they don't care too much about the borders.
No,
they don't worry about that. They worry about like the Islamic State, for instance. The whole point of the Islamic State was to bring back the historic areas that they treasure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because they considered the area to be a part of Syria, part of Iraq, part of here. But those modern day maps were drawn up probably by
the English
during colonialism or something like that.
And Churchill in the 20s, he was the Minister of War, I think.
Yeah.
And he drew a lot of the lines.
Really?
Yeah. There's a famous line because in I think it's Lebanon. That goes. It just has this weird, like a hack in. It's just a weird kind of.
Like a big chunk.
Yeah, and they call that the Churchill hiccup.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that?
No.
Just Google Churchill's hiccup.
Yeah.
Because he drank a lot, and when he drank.
No. Is that why?
No. I'm not saying it's why. That's the joke.
That's the joke.
But who knows? But with Churchill's hiccup.
Maybe that's just his like form of geography comedy. It's like, let's just take this bit here.
But obviously, maybe there was a lot of natural resources there or something. Yeah. Because it's just a weird way of drawing the map. If you can just draw it right away and you have this chunk in.
Yeah.
But my point being still that the Englishmen, it's drawn up so recently. Like the people of the Islamic faith, that they're thinking about the historic significance for the last 1,000 years.
Yeah.
They don't care about like the Constitution in Iraq. It was written by Americans in 2005.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So it's just like.
What a catastrophe.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, I feel sorry for people like that, man.
Yeah.
You just get these foreign diplomats coming in and redefining what your country is.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if somebody did that here. I mean, I'm sure it happened here as well, by the way.
Well, yeah, no, but in Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we had we were under Denmark for 400 years.
Yeah.
So
And Sweden.
and yeah, but
Later.
later, yeah. But that was kind of a union thing. But still, well, why was the king Swedish?
Yeah.
Like it's just weird. But yeah, obviously since but it's weird how in Norwegian history that 1814 is the big one, but not 1905,
No.
when we actually became independent.
Yeah. What was 1814?
That was the constitution was written.
Oh, that's when it was written in Eidsvoll?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
then we were still under Sweden.
Yeah, and then it was only 1905 when Norway got its independence.
Then we got the Norwegian king, and then we got Håkon den Syvende. And
Damn, that's a crazy journey.
Yeah, but it's just that's not and I'm kind of a nerdy on dates. I believe that was the June 7th, but June 7th, 1905 should have been a bigger deal, I think.
Then May 17th.
I don't know, but well, maybe I don't know, maybe, but it should have both.
We could have both.
Yeah.
You're just looking for another reason to party, man.
Yes,
You want another public holiday.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you sound like a bit of a history buff, mate.
Well, it's just in certain areas. Like I love American politics and history, and some in Norwegian, but I don't know too much. I can't really not.
Nobody can know too much though, because the history of the world is so diverse, and there's so many different areas of interest as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do your whole PhD just on one fucking tribe somewhere.
Yeah.
Like in a period of like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot to take in. But I find it fascinating, man. Ancient history is what I love.
It is, yeah.
I love it.
But also interesting how we go backwards sometimes. We talked about the ancient Greeks. Being gay was fine.
Yeah.
And now it's becoming fine again.
Yeah.
But we had this 5,000 year. But obviously that's religion's fault. But it was just weird how we were getting back to what we used to do.
Yeah.
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 Obviously, that's just in that particular instance. Obviously, we have advanced in everything else, but yeah, it's just weird how.
You see that in exercise as well.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people doing movements that you would normally just be doing, like if you worked on a farm or something. There's literally an exercise called farmer's carry.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
You know what I mean? You have like 2 kettlebells and you just carry them like as if they're like big buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like I like the modern side of the world and like technology and microphones and airplanes and shit, but there is something very essential and important, I think, about a simpler life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? About like doing shit like walking in the forest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like relax a little bit with the phone.
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
Calm down like with all this shit. So but it is hard to find that balance sometimes.
It is.
You know what I mean? Especially when you get addicted to fucking scrolling on things and playing video games, and you go, "What am I doing?" Sometimes you gotta catch yourself.
Yeah, I'm way too addicted to my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I use it a lot for work, for promotion, and
That's an excuse.
Yeah, I know.
You just say that. You're lying to yourself.
I am.
Yeah.
And I'm because I sell because I host a lot of not host particularly, but I arrange a lot of events.
Yeah.
And I have to sell tickets, and I'm just have to check how's it moving. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I spend too much time on there, but which is just ridiculous. It's not like I should just say to myself that 10 o'clock at night I'll check it one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the event is next month.
Do you need to check it at 10 o'clock at night even?
No, but I'm just to kind of give myself because I'm just curious of how it's moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but that's another thing as well. Like your brain does want answers.
Yeah.
And that's normally like my problem with my phone is like I'm thinking there. I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Like who is that guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
How fast does the Earth move
Exactly.
through? Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm starting to read more, and I have a Kindle, and I'm like replacing, my addiction to my phone, which I think isn't too bad, but I still think it's not great, with an addiction to reading again.
Yeah.
So every time I feel like picking up my phone, I'm like, you know what? Here's my Kindle right there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's small. I have it with my bag, and that's pretty good.
But being addicted to reading is really good because you just
it's good, and it takes a while sometimes to find something that really hooks you. And what I've discovered, like sometimes it's been a while since I haven't been like reading is that I have to retrain my ability to concentrate on text deeper than just like a 90-second video.
Yep.
So that's a readjustment process. Sometimes that comes, but I'm trying to read like just 20 pages every day, getting into the story, and then like if I'm on the bus or have some downtime, instead of just whipping out the phone automatically, I'll just whip out my Kindle and read a few pages.
How much is a Kindle? I've never owned one.
They're cheap, man. Yeah. It's I don't know, like 1,200 kroner or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like 1,500.
Yep.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think there's like some kind of problem with the Kindles in Norway though.
Okay.
I think like this is just me speculating, but I think that the Norwegian book industry, I think they're protected against having Norwegian books on the Amazon store, and it's an Amazon Kindle. So if you want to get books in Norwegian on Amazon, you have to buy them somewhere else, can get them as PDFs, and then put them onto the Kindle. But in English, you can just go to the Amazon store and download them. So there's an extra barrier, which I think is in order to, not give all the money to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I think he's got enough.
That's insane how much. It's just ridiculous. It's the same with Musk as well, as we talked about, and he just bought Twitter.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He bought Twitter.
Yeah, 44 billion.
Yeah. Dude,
dollars.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's. I mean, I don't really use Twitter that much. Do you?
No.
It's mostly an American thing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe other parts of the world too. But it will be interesting to see what he does with it.
Yeah.
Like, will he let Trump back on?
I think so, because he said all the time that he's for free speech. And I saw this thing yesterday about because he fired a whole lot of the executives.
They got escorted out of the building.
Yeah. And one of the executives he was interviewed outside. And he said, well, if he wants free speech, okay, then the Nazis, then he's going to say, everybody can say anything, right? But he kind of shot himself in the foot. But obviously, you're bringing up the worst example, obviously. The neo-Nazis are going to say something. But aren't we for free speech, kind of?
Yeah.
It's a difficult debate, but the way he just said that, no, Twitter has never been free speech. If he comes in and wants free speech, all right, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that? If, let's say you owned Twitter.
Yep.
Would you let anybody post anything?
It is a difficult one, obviously, because something can promote things that the sender didn't mean it as a promotion of something. He just says his views, but somebody else with mental illness can I agree with that. Let's act on that. So it is a difficult one, but and generally I'm for free speech. Because we have to be responsible enough to be able to read something and just take it for the written word as it is, not that it's going to be done something about it.
Yeah. I think there's so many dummies in America. Though.
They're
so easy to convince.
Yeah.
They're so easy to trick.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess we're fucking storming the Capitol. Yeah. We're doing it.
That is also...
I loved it.
That is insane.
I loved it.
I was following it. I just binged it for the whole...
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Chaos.
Yeah.
And that dude with the horns, man, he was my hero. Look at you fucking crazy cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And now Trump has to testify.
Yeah.
That would has to. He probably won't. But then I think that's jail time. Because if you don't respond to a subpoena, then
Yeah, they're out for him, man.
I think so.
Yeah, he talks so much shit about the FBI and the CIA. Yeah. They're like, now we got you.
Yeah.
It's a waiting game.
But still, the thing is, I saw this thing earlier as well with Mike Pence. He didn't trust the Secret Service. So he and that's insane. How the vice president can't trust its own. So it's so corrupt through the chain there. It's,
Yeah, it's nutty, man. What do you think about the whole Kanye thing?
Oh, with the Jews? I don't know too much about it. Just I read the tweet.
Yeah.
And
let me ask you about the tweet.
Yeah.
I'll read the tweet out.
Okay, yeah.
I'll read the tweet out because I watched the Piers Morgan interview with Kanye.
Oh, after the tweet?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, this is the tweet. Ready? I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me, and try to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda.
Yeah. Okay. I love the first sentence. I'm kind of sleepy tonight, but like, why are you commenting on your yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I don't know. And also you can see that now, but he wrote it in capital letters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes it so much worse, I think, because that kind of demonstrates his yeah.
But this is my question.
Yeah.
And we have to take into consideration that
Yeah.
he seems mentally ill.
Yeah.
Right? And he's a bit sleepy. He's probably off his meds and
Yeah.
I don't know. But my question is, if Kanye West really believes that, does he believe he's Jewish? Like, does he think he's Jewish?
I don't think so.
No, but let's just say he really did.
Yeah, yeah.
If he really believes that as a black person
Yeah.
he is Jewish
Yeah.
and he can't be anti-Semitic,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird, like, because I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He's trying to say, I'm going to talk shit about Jews,
Yeah.
but I am Jewish, so hey.
Yeah.
But that's sort of like me saying, oh, I identify as being fucking Chinese.
Yeah.
I can talk shit about Chinese.
Yeah, yeah.
People are like, yeah.
But
No, you don't get to do that one.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about that one is you can identify as a fucking koala bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you can identify as a woman tomorrow or a fucking whatever you want.
Or a woman that's paralyzed. Did you see about that? Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw it. I
And
saw it.
Yeah.
You can identify as a woman who's paralyzed.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, and then that's okay. But you can't identify as another race.
Yeah.
And that's weird in a
Yeah.
way, I think. And he's not even trying to identify as another race. He's trying to identify as another religion.
Yeah.
And anybody can be any religion.
It is, yeah.
So it's kind of squirrely, and I understand that like what he did isn't okay, but in his crazy head, he thinks it's okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But why write that? What does he mean? Like I don't get the reference, like the Death Con thing. Is that from something? Is that from a movie or something?
I don't think so.
No, but what does it mean?
I think DEFCON is just a state of military alertness.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, so
okay,
if you're
okay.
like, we're going to DEFCON 3 against the Russians.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a pretty high level of alertness.
Okay, yeah. But why write that? Like, what is he trying to do? Like, what is it? And
I think, because I watched the Piers Morgan thing,
Yeah.
he thinks that there's a leftist Jewish agenda trying to silence black people.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. And he thinks that...
But he is Jewish.
Huh?
He is Jewish, he says.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
What a nutcase. But he also thinks that George Floyd died of fentanyl.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's where it gets real weird.
So the cop had fentanyl on his knee.
No,
Like-
no.
No, I'm kidding, obviously.
But like,
he was.
I think he had fentanyl in his system,
Oh, okay.
right, when he died. Okay, so, but I mean, a lot of drugs in America are mixed with fentanyl. There's a big
Yep.
fentanyl epidemic.
Oh, okay.
So apparently, and I haven't looked too deep into this, but
Okay.
apparently George Floyd had amounts of fentanyl in his
Okay.
body, but that obviously didn't fucking kill him.
No, well, he actually literally said, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe."
And we all saw a video with a cop putting
Yeah.
his knee
Yeah.
on this guy's fucking neck.
yeah. He said, "Like you have to go get off me."
Yeah.
And then he dies after 9 minutes, and no, it can't be that.
Yeah.
like,
But that's what Kanye's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying that no. That is designed to tear apart the fabric of Black America, because that's a whole propaganda video.
yeah.
And he really died of fentanyl. He references some fucking documentary by some maybe it's Candace Owen or somebody like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like you just listen to the dude. And first, watch the Piers Morgan interview with Kanye. If you want to see like somebody who's flying off the deep end,
Yeah.
like you're just gonna watch it and go like, oh.
But I think you just want to say something controversial for the sake of promotion and just being out there, being relevant. When he had also the White Lives Matter T-shirt, did you see that?
Yeah.
It's just to provoke.
Yeah.
But did you see the thing when he said about Adidas?
What did he say?
No, because he there's a clip of him saying this was on October 15th, saying that Adidas can't drop me,
Oh.
and then they
And
dropped
then
him.
they dropped him.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So because I think he believed that there's so much money in my shoe and they can't do it. Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
You got to distance yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's very man. There's this like conspiracy. Let's end on a conspiracy theory. These cameras are gonna probably shut off soon.
Yeah.
There's a conspiracy theory that a descendant of the Kardashians in the old country in Armenia signed a deal with a witch that the women in her line would be blessed with beauty and fame and fortune, but all the men would end up suffering catastrophe. And when you have a look at the men that are in the Kardashian women's lives, they've all gone through like some shit.
Yeah.
Including Kanye, even Pete Davis.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. What's the athlete's name again? Fucking
No, I don't know.
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, Bruce Jenner. Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. Like, I don't follow the Kardashians at all. I've never watched a single fucking episode of that.
Yeah, same.
But I think a lot of Travis Scott.
Yeah.
You know, like with that concert. Like, there's a lot of shit going on in the male lives of all the dudes that have been in a relationship with these women. And now Kanye.
Yeah, the reason I don't believe that conspiracy theory, I know what you mean, because we're talking about witches, obviously. But I'm gonna take it seriously for a second.
Yeah, go, please do.
Is that, have you seen the old pictures of the Kardashian family?
No.
Before the surgery and everything, like, they look all right, but there's a huge. So they haven't been blessed with.
No.
So it's just fame and fortune. That's kind of.
They got blessed with plastic surgery.
Yeah, and everything else. Yeah.
Nice, man. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, not really. This was a great chat.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
and I just want to like tell everybody else as well that this is pretty much the first time that we've had. I mean, I met you once very briefly.
Yeah.
But this is the first time that like we've gotten to hang out and get to know each other, and I really enjoyed talking to you, man.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And good luck with the shows tonight.
Thank you.
And thanks for being a guest.
Oh, awesome. My pleasure.
All right, dude.
Yeah.
See you later. Good night, everybody. Mwah.